Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim. Welcome to Morning Chat, Morning Coffee, morning anything we talk about and do right here. Coffee cup. I've had a couple of cups already. You know that. I got up early. It's 7:53, and I think I got up about 5:30 actually. Let me grab a cream. I got plenty of cream. This is that ribeye steak I defrosted. That'll be for today from Aldi. Ribeye, baby, ribeye. I will be buying. Um, I got into those Omaha steaks, so I'm going to order. I found a place in Texas where you can get some of this Texas barbecue. So I've got a brisket coming. I'm going to try that, and I've got some more Omaha steaks. So I told you, if I like it, I'll get it. And I would rather spend the money and get something I know is good than, buying these skirt snakes and strip steaks and these BJ's choice cut ribeyes with no fat in them. Nah, I gotta microwave this. I turned it off here a little bit ago. I got a whole pot, great color, but it does need to be nuked for a second. Oh, my finger! God darn! You don't want to try and press the microwave button in with my finger. So it's bent. It's bent in. It won't straighten up. It's not broke because I can push it up. But all the damage is in here. And if what happened is why it's bent down like that, is the ball pushed it down. And let me tell you, if I were to push that and strain this in here, making a fist. Where's that thumb cut from the knife yesterday? I was over here. It was just a little one, like a little paper cut. I got an email from somebody that described it very medically, like maybe they're a doctor or something, or research it, whatever. I mean, I couldn't even understand the email other than I knew they were trying to describe what I have. First, it was called a sledgehammer finger. It's kind of a nickname. And then it went into all the parts of the finger, and the email talked about go to urgent care, get a splint put on it that I might have to wear for weeks. And then there might even be surgery needed if they can't, but you don't want to put it off. So what am I going to do? Put it off. I say that because I don't want you to think that I'm being a hard nose, but it is, messed up. It won't straighten out, but I can push it up. It's sore only if I were to push in. Oh, I can't even imagine. It gives me the. So I got insurance, I might have to go down there and have them check it out. I don't think it's broken, so I don't feel like the emergency need to go. But at the same time, I don't want it to heal improperly or be wrong, or I could get some surgery on it, or I could, sit here for another 6 months and go back and forth to the doctor. Folks, that's that McAfee, baby. And guess what? I'm going to be retiring this mug. Oh, that is the best cup of coffee I've ever drank in my life. But you know what's going to make it better? Oh, that is so good. And I've already had like 2 or 3 cups. Don't let me forget to do this. See, you subscribers always give me good tips and points. A subscriber said, go to McDonald's and buy those cups, or ask them if they'll give you a few of the senior paper cups. because they literally, I talk about it all the time, they tried the coffee in a paper cup, the senior coffee, and he or she, I think it's a he, agreed that it was the best cup of coffee he ever drank in his life. And so the cup does make a difference. I mean, you wouldn't want to drink a glass of champagne or a glass of wine out of a Kool-Aid glass, would you? Or a plastic cup. So while the ceramic cup, is a tradition, there's something about those paper cups I like. So what I'm going to do is when I go to get a coffee at McDonald's or Scooters, I'll ask them to double cup it. And so every time I go, I can accumulate them. If they want to give me a couple or three, I'd appreciate it, or buy them. But I want to have them here, and I want to try my McAfee in a McDonald's cup, my own coffee. And I'm telling you, I can't wait. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. So what is the outline of today? I spent some time this morning going over the weather app, and you can't believe a damn thing they say. These weather people have no idea. It might rain, it might not. Anybody can say that. So what, if you don't live here and you don't know, you're going to have a 40 to 55% chance of rain almost every day this time of the year because of the humidity. The thunderstorms blow up in the late afternoon and the heat of the day, and it could rain over there. It could rain out in Lakewood Ranch, out near the freeway. It may be sun shining on the beach, or vice versa. You just don't know. But we don't get rare occasion where other places rain, say Atlanta. The whole city, half the state, is covered with moisture and rain all day. It's just yucky looking. And here, the sun will come out, then a rainstorm will come up. So it is a little intimidating to think about going somewhere or doing something, or like I was going to go over to the East Coast and take the e-bike over there. I'm really having a good time riding that e-bike. That was a blast last night. What a beautiful evening around a bunch of beautiful people. Everybody's smiling, waiting for the sunset. It was an experience. It really was. It was something synonymous. A bunch of like-minded people were on a beach waiting for one thing, and there was 1,000 people if there was one. I mean, about 20 minutes before that sun was going to touch that water, they all come out of their houses and their Airbnbs and restaurants, and you saw it. And you had to be there, though. And then I run into David. You guys remember David? I know some of you do, which is really weird. I make this video and interview this guy, a real extrovert, a super nice kid. I think he's in his early 20s. And he just shouted out to me as I was over in Coquina Beach one day, a couple of months ago. And we did an interview, and oh man, I make these mistakes sometimes. Camera wasn't on, audio issues, something, so I'm always double checking now. And the video didn't come out, and he heard me mention that because he wanted to watch the video, and he said he even commented, you watched the interview last night over there outside that restaurant. Man, they had some good music playing in there too. It was just a guy and a gal. I think they had one of those technology type things where it brought in all the other instruments, and she or he, both of them were good singers, and you could sit right out there on the beach and listen to it. You could sit inside there and have yourself a drink or dinner or whatever. And I think there's 3, I know at least 2 very big, very nice restaurants that have all open outdoor tiki hut sitting with the ocean, the Gulf of America, right there. Not an ocean, but you know what I'm saying. Semantics. And so somebody wrote me a couple of emails that are going to visit Florida and wanted to know where to go. Now, I have nothing against Siesta Key, but somebody said they went there and it's just like to go to the beach. and it was just covered up. You know, it's a big, wide beach. It's got this big reputation. It's kind of like Daytona. If you've ever been to Daytona, it's a very wide, from the beginning where you get on the sand to the water is a hike. Certain areas of Daytona you can drive your vehicle on. They allow it. They used to. And I don't like a beach that's real narrow where you step on it and then there's the water. But Bradenton is perfect. Lido is perfect. Coquina, perfect. I have to go and try. I rode my e-bike past it on Longboat Key. I saw a parking area. It wasn't a big parking lot, so it's not a huge public beach, but it does have beach access with parking. And I'll have to go over there and check it out. I rode right by it the other day and didn't even stop. But of my favorites is Bradenton Beach. I mean, those cement piers that go out that are every bit as wide as my camper with the slides out that go out, you can go fish on. The unprotected area north of that where you can surf fish and that kind of thing. Then you have a protected area. And then all of Coquina, I think, has got a protected area. Restaurants right on the water. Free parking. And parking like, boom, you saw it. Get out, step on sand. Very beachy. The downtown area or the little strip or where restaurants and gift shops are, in my opinion, are head and toe over Siesta Key Village. Siesta Key Village, I'm just not a fan. And while I have nothing against the beach, so much of it is unused. You walk 2 football fields almost before you even get to where people are sitting because they want to be up near the water. But if you want to hang back near the refreshment stand, they have a nice snack bar and all that. And you can have alcoholic beverages, so if you so choose, on Siesta Key Beach, as well as Lido. Not Bradenton. Bradenton, you got to go sit right there off the sand in one of those restaurants. Or down at Coquina, they have a little tiki hut bar on the sand, and you can sit there and have yourself an adult beverage. Now, I don't know if people like pack them some brewskis or whatever in their coolers and go down to the beach and just do it anyway. I don't know who's out there checking. But there are signs posted everywhere, no alcoholic beverages on the beach. So if you come down here, what's really weird for me and why I'm talking about it is because I've wore out Lido Beach. Even where I live and where I used to live down here near SRQ, I always went across the Ringling Bridge, through St. Armand's, over to Lido Beach. And that was before there was parking fees. If you go down to the public beach parking lot where the snack bar is, that's still free. So you can go there. And the beach is beautiful. When I first moved here, it had a narrow beach. There was something weird. It was wide at one end, and as you got closer to the snack bar area, about 500 yards down the beach, it was just this little narrow, and it had a bluff. It was weird. And they brought in, I don't know, how many metric tons of sand, and they made it like Siesta Key Beach, but not as wide, but very wide. Kind of like Bradenton Beach. Anyway, Lido rocks. But Bradenton, I got to tell you, is my favorite because I never went there. And Coquina, with those pine trees and the picnic tables and the grills, all just like dotted all the way down through there with facilities everywhere, plenty of parking, RV parking. And it's closer to me. It's definitely my number one. It's definitely my number one. People seem to be out very friendly there. But the little shopping area, I think, is a little more, cooler looking than the village at Siesta Key. Siesta Key, because of its reputation, to be very honest with you, it is a very upscale, high and mighty. Bradenton, ain't no shortage of dollars, but it doesn't look it. It doesn't like reek of everything you see, every structure, every condo. They get these big resorts in Siesta Key that, you know, monstrosities. You don't see that in Bradenton. You got beachcomber kind of looking stuff. Really cool. Really cool. And so, you come down here, check out Lido and Bradenton Beach, and then remember Coquina. And you can drive up down the barrier island from Bradenton Beach down to Lido Key. It's about a 6-mile drive on a 2-lane, slow speed limit. Beautiful drive, golf courses, all the longboat key homes and stuff like that. And then you'll come into St. Armand's, which is another upscale, very, if you bring your money if you're going to sit down and have a meal there. Where it looks like in Bradenton, they've got some very cool, modest places that you can dine and snack and eat and shop. So, Bradenton Beach, go there. I love it. Well, you want to go outside and take a look? See if it still exists out there? You like my little puppy or my pet? I'm going to have to put my leash on you. And we'll take you outside. Man, that coffee is really good. So, I've got the studio here all cleaned up. Yeah, I don't like any clutter on there. No more hamburger smell in here. That's all gone. The stove has been cleaned and re-cleaned under here. It snaps down there kind of hard. All those are cleaned up. And I was going to make bacon and eggs for carnivore breakfast this morning, but I'm a 200 man. I'm not a 198 man anymore. I woke up, I'm 200. I stay at 200. I sit at 200. I woke up though, before I go out, well, I'll take you outside. We'll talk about it. That's good. That's good. So I mentioned yesterday at the gym that I did some of those squats that one of you recommended, and then I recommended it to you. And what I was doing, I was just kind of going down about right here, keeping my back straight, leaning forward a little bit on the balls of my feet and pushing myself up. And I did 3 or 4 sets of 10, at least 3. Right in here this morning, on my knees, is sore. So you see, you can go to the gym umpteen times and you do the same routine, and then all of a sudden you do something different, even just using your own body weight, and it's like that muscle hasn't been used in years and you're sore. So I have a subscriber, Mr. Jeff, and he's a big time gym guy, and he's told me, like others have told me, well, Tuesday I do back, Wednesday I do shoulders, and that kind of thing. You do the thing right. And just like Reggie, you get a hold of him, he'll put you on track. So I'm one of these people that, let's unplug our lights and turn our V light out. We don't need that on right now. It just kind of does my own thing, but I'm coming around. Don't give up on me. I'm coming around. Let me take this out. Put that down there where it won't get wet. But I'm still 200 pounds. I don't know what's up with that. What I was going to say is when I woke up this morning, I feel in my shoulders, my arms, and my chest like it's blowing up, like it's getting bigger, stronger. I did these cable exercises. I always work my chest and arms. I mean, of course, that's what most guys do when they go to the gym. And I can tell because I've been going pretty darn much every day. And I don't spend 2 hours in there, but I don't talk to people either. I get it done. I do and do and do for, 30, 45 minutes, and I might do the massage chair or something like that before leaving. And I mean, I don't see any reason to spend 2 hours in a gym. But anyway, it's paying off. But I don't know if these muscles are causing the weight to slow down. I just had that hamburger yesterday. I made all that meat, threw it all out except one hamburger. I do eat the cheese, which is not a meat product, right? And I'm like a mouse. I will eat cheese. I buy the sharp cheddar cheese at Aldi, and I'll sit there and I'll cut. And then I'll come back and I'll cut some more, and I eat that cheese. And then the dairy product with the heavy whipping cream that I enjoy so much. And those are my only two vices. I have cheated and had a couple of few Diet Cokes. There's no sugar in them. They don't cause you any weight gain, but they are poison. I know it. But now that I've got my my electrolytes that I received from Anthony, those are delicious. Although I gotta be kind of only use them occasionally from what I've been instructed. It's not like something you just drink 2 or 3 times a day. It's the occasional thing when you work out or you sweat a lot, or you're trying to do a fast, and it's something to kind of make up with your water fast. So anyway, I have those. But what was my point? I'll get to it in a minute. My finger's broke. It's kind of hurting me right now holding this. Look at that. Look at that thing. That's just dumb. Looks stupid. Yeah, it's really bent down. It hasn't straightened up at all since yesterday when this happened. Yeah, it's a really bummer that I just wanted to play some basketball and everything was going fine till I ran over there to get my ball, and I was worried about his ball. Hit me in the head, and I looked up, and not a very good handsy guy. I just kind of put my hand the wrong way, like straight at it, and it came in and jammed it. It literally pushed that finger back as far as it'll go, and that's why it's like that. What are you going to do? You got to be tough. Yeah, 200 pounds, go to the gym, eating a carnivore. I was going to tell you this. When I came back last night from the beach, I had to take the bike off the back of the crusher. I didn't want it, like a thunderstorm to come in the middle of the night would be my luck. It didn't rain a drop, but if I'd left it on there, it would have poured like crazy, right? So I'm taking it off, and there's a cargo light that you can push on the bed, and it is so cool. It lit up that bed so good for me because it was dark when I got back, and all I have is this awning light, and then running my camper lights didn't illuminate anything. So I pushed that button, and man, that truck. Also, when I was coming home, every time I turn, cornering lamps come on. It's got cornering lamps, and it's got automatic high beam, and it has Android and Apple CarPlay, wireless and wired. And that is a basic XL with that STX package. That is a badass truck. I love it. And that Godzilla motor, that baby Godzilla, mini Godzilla they call it, can get it. Really can. So I'm going to take that this morning up to Sud Stop and get it washed and bring it back and park it. Maybe go over to BJ's and get it fueled up. I don't like it being, anywhere less than almost full. In the event I got to hook up, and I don't want to have to drag this through a gas station. So if I had to hook up, I could just, go. The generator, I keep it full. I want to run that too for about 30 minutes, keep the battery up and keep it going. I don't want the gas in the carburetor to get gummed up and stuff, so I maintain that. Oil change on it, it takes about 5 minutes, and it doesn't need one right now. That Predator's a really good generator if you're going to need one, or if you live in Florida or you just need one for your own camper or whatever. That 5000 it powers this whole camper. AC, microwave, everything. So I'll go and do that this morning. All my propane's full to cook, and I don't think I'm going to go to Fort Lauderdale or anywhere today. I'm going to I don't feel the urgency and the nudging that I need to go. I want to go. I'd like to go, but it's just something about it. Not just yet, but I will. Then I'm going to take the car to Sud Stop after I get back with the truck. So that's kind of my itinerary. I want to get some steps in, which is lagging a little bit in the last few days. I did the gym, but I didn't do any walking exercise. So I'll go to Nathan Benderson or over the mall or something like that in the AC and get my steps in. In fact, the mall opens up, it's Saturday, I guess at 9, and on Sunday it opens at 10 for the mall walkers, and then the mall opens later, an hour later. So you don't have anybody in your way, you can really get it in. So I can go and do that. And I mean, I can think of some things to do easily right around the house here, right around town. And then maybe put the beach umbrella up in a chair and go sit on the sand and stare at the Gulf and wear my sunglasses and just sit there, think my thoughts. You know, people watch. I could get the scooter out, which is in the trunk there, and just scoot around over at Bradenton Beach or Lido or whatever. Maybe I'll switch it up and go to Lido. You know, I just have so many choices, right? That's because I'm retired. I'm a minimalist. I am free to do what I want to do. I have no plans, nobody, no doctors, no chains on this boy. You know, I don't let any weeds grow under my feet. All I do is crush it.